I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 48 mark. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
61. Matchbox lights. Smooth. Ready?
On first and 10, Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Connor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Come on, set.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
You got it. You got it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Go.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Tighten up.
Topper.
48 mark.
Throwing again on second down. Rudolph. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled.
Protein spill.
Quick whip. Watch the whip.
Hold on. Let go.
Again, it's Rudolph. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go again.
On second and goal, Rudolph complete. It's Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, does the head coach think?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Second and 9.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
On the ready.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
36 to Mike. I got one.
Five.
Now it's Rudolph. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Third and long, it's Rudolph. He completes it to Bryant. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rudolph throwing again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after one.
Set 18 Gator. Look at me. Sit between grip.
Now Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
70 Indy. Switch. Bravo.
From the 29, Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he works free. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal.
Let's go.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Rudolph. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, go.
Rudolph looking to throw it. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Step, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Trying to get to first with Samuels. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Washington. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta. Go. Hey, Zoo. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
No, go.
52.
Hey, exit.
Rudolph looking to throw. Complete to Washington. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
48 for Mike. I got one.
Hard.
Kill. Turn up.
From just shy of midfield, Rudolph. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Watch 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Stay with your man.
Sit up.
52's the mic. Watch
Sit
Mike.
up.
Rudolph. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, man.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey.
Check. Shift.
Smooth.
We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. We don't want this. Check 26. Rush in.
Rock it. Snap.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Ready.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, orbit. Go.
They'll run for it with Connor, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
Go. 2.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
61, matchbox, right.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Topper! Yes!
Check 52.
Hey, foxtrot. You're out. Ready?
Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, it's Connor, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Switch who draw quarters.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Pittsburgh, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at